Hey everybody. Last time I tried to do a research with Gemma, I came out with a bug, and I guess I came out with two bugs. One with the open broadcast studio where it stayed on the same screen frozen while I talked, and the other where I was trying to use Gemma to do uh, the style sheet, and the style sheet ended up in a bug state. So we're going to try to fix that bug and then make more progress with Gemma before moving on to the next one. We've been using, I guess, 2 sessions for each so far, so I want to take anything that I learned from the previous one and apply it again. So what I thought we would do, not in this one, in the blog posts, is ask it again to try to fix the bug, but this time start with a new context with just enough for it to try to figure it out without assuming that it knows what we're talking about. So we're still on Gemma, and we are going to say, I have a bug with my theme button, and I'll give it the file index, and I'll give it the file, the 2024 iterating towards playability. And I chose that one because it's the shortest. It's just a couple of lines long, so not a lot of context to feed in for it. Let's see. It is implemented with, we'll give it the style and files script. When I go from the index page, let's see if I can describe it real quick. Okay, so the problem here is, let me refresh. So I start out light, I go to the next page, stays light, I go to dark, or I switch to toggle theme dark, and then I go back, and it goes back to light. So how do I describe that? When I go from the index page as light themed to the subpage and switch to dark theme, and then press the back button, I go back to the index page as light theme again. How can I fix the bug so the theme stays persistent even when I use the back button in the browser? Alright, and then we'll let it chew on that. I also have the system plugged in this time and in auto power mode. So we can take a look. Let's see what we can see about this right now. I'm not sure we're going to see much of anything. 22 gigabytes, 100 GPU. Oh, seems to be typing a little bit faster than previously. Alright, the issue is that the DOM content loaded event only fires once when the page initially loads. When you navigate back using the browser's back button, the page is loaded from cache, and DOM content loaded doesn't fire again to reapply the theme. Here's the correct script.js code. Alright, let's see what happens if I press apply. Let's see what the explanation of changes. Apply theme. I've extracted the theme application logic into a separate function called applied theme. I don't think it did that last time. Okay, so maybe giving it the more focused context on the problem did help it figure out what to do. Let's see, call apply theme on page load. This revised code will ensure that the theme is consistently applied whenever the page loads, resolving the issue with the theme resetting when you use the back button. The key is to reapply the theme from local storage on every page load, not just the initial load. Okay. Let's see what happens if I press apply here. Oh. Oh, this isn't the file. Oh, no, wait, cancel. reject, 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 undo. Okay, let's just copy it then. That was interesting. Because what we wanted to do, that doesn't go in that file. That is copy, and we'll put that into the script file here. Control A, Control V, save. All right, then we'll do F12. Right click on the reload. We'll empty cache and reload. Okay, so we start out in light mode. We switch, we go to the next page. We switch to light. We go back. Oh no, it doesn't seem to have fixed it. Let's try reloading again. Okay, so we're on light here. Go there. Go to dark. We go back. Nope. Does not seem... It seems that once I clear the cache and reload the page, it honors... Let's see what we have in the dark light mode right now. Maybe we can fix this by hand. Or maybe not. Let's just see. So, okay, so right now it's in dark mode. We go to the next page. Toggle theme goes to light. Go back. Okay, so it's set to light, but the page went dark. And apply theme gets applied when the page loads after the DOM content. And then it does that stuff. So it's still only doing it when the DOM content loads. Let's see if we can reason with it. It seems this fix still only applies when the DOM content loaded listener is activated. So apply theme does not get called in this. Still does not get called. When I press the back button. Let's see how... I wonder how DeepCoder solved this. Maybe it didn't. Maybe I just didn't notice it correctly. What needs to change? So apply theme runs every time the page. Let's see. Maybe it's not the event listener DOM content loaded. Is there a different listener that happens even when I use the browser back method or button? Alright, Gemma's having a hard time with this. Maybe this is why DeepCoder spent so much time saying, wait, no, if I do it this way, it won't work. Wait, no, if I do it this way, it won't work either. I gave it a hard time for all that, but maybe I was too quick to judge. Maybe this is a weird corner case. Okay, only fires once per page load. My apologies. Here's the corrected. Okay. Still has that. Still applies theme. Document visibility change. Apply theme. Apply the theme whenever the page visibility changes. Okay. Alright, let's try that. Seems like a weird thing to do, but I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. This seems like a weird kind of, maybe I'll ask it to refactor if it does work, because it seems weird to have it all nested together like this, but also I don't know too much about it, how it should be nested, so we'll just go see what happens. Alright, so we're on the light version. If I go look in here, Yep, that makes sense. We'll go next screen, beginning, go. Oh, it doesn't work now. Let's look at the source. The console, fave icon, nope. Okay, not that. Toggle theme doesn't work. Refresh. Have I broken it? Maybe visibility change is not a real thing. Let's try deleting this. We'll save again. We'll empty cache and reload. Okay, so it's back to working. Okay, visibility change is not a real thing, I guess, so it gave me bad code that time. That's a pickle. Let's see. That change caused the page to be unresponsive. You're absolutely right to call me out on that. Inside the DOM content was a mistake. Aha, it effectively prevented the visibility change. Okay, okay. So function apply theme goes outside. Okay, so I'll just take all this. I wonder why it thinks I want to spend so much time correcting it and not getting work done. It's like, no, 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 you're right. That was not how to do this. And I'm like, well, why did you tell me to do it that way? Okay, so toggle theme works there. We've got, let's go back to the application light. Okay, go to the next screen, change it to dark, go back. It stays dark. Yes, bug fixed. Okay. I think overall maybe we're still making better time. I'm not sure if I understand. Did I learn something in the process? Maybe I did. Maybe I learned proper event listener usages. I wonder if I could get rid of the DOM content loaded now and it would always just use this visibility change. Let's try it. Let's just do more science, but this is more, not so much LLM science, this is now style science. Okay. So we got the page, we'll go to the next page, toggle the theme, we'll go back. That works too. Okay, awesome. Oh no. All right, let's put it back. Okay, so we still got that one there. Let's go back to the index. We'll refresh the page. Light mode, next page, dark mode, back, forward. Hooray! Okay, so I guess now we're in business. Okay, so I can check in this part here. I don't think that I grabbed the conversations either, so I'll need to do that still. I don't know if I should do any more or say that this is the end of the scientific experiment because that will make it so that I can get through all of them faster if I say that the end point is getting this done. I was also thinking that I could change that Prettify prompt file so that I could make it more of like a one-shot versus right now we've got kind of half the thing in the Prettify prompt and then the other half we're doing by hand afterwards. If I wanted to go back, I could put together a single prompt file and see if I could do this as like a one-shot across all the different LLMs and see how they do like that. But I don't know. Given the way context works, maybe it's good having it split up like this. I'll have to remember what we did to get the script working. At least it'll be in 2 different commits. So I guess that's where I will end this video. And I appreciate y'all watching. I hope you learned something interesting today. Have a good one.